Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome back if you've been here before. Thanks for coming back, I really appreciate it. So we're on week 15 this week of the £100 weight loss challenge. I'm going to cut straight to the chase to begin with. I've put on 0.8 of a pound this week, just cut straight to the chase. Having a particularly bad week in terms of my food. I suppose obviously I've had a bit more than I should have, or I haven't exercised enough, whatever it is. Nothing particularly bad or outrageous that I can think of that I did. But I have been doing a lot of research this week about how I'm going to move forward. I was saying last week that I was going to adjust my lifestyle to make it something I can do forever, rather than just while I'm on a diet, if you like. So basically, I've done that. I spoke to the dietitian this week at the hospital. I was talking about reducing carbs. I'm pretty low on carbs anyway. I don't have a huge amount of carbs. But we're talking about reducing carbs and upping my protein in different ways that I can do that. And we're talking about, chicken, fish, nuts, all that kind of tofu she was talking about as well, which it's not in my weekly rotation, if you like, tofu, but I'm not against the idea of it, and I've had it before, and I remember liking it, but it needs to be done in a particular way. I think on its own, obviously, it's quite bland, but I'm going to look into that this week in terms of what I can do with that. But we've got sort of meals planned out for the next 4 or 5 days. Actually prepared already. Well, 4 of them are prepared already, so I've got them all ready to go, which gives me plenty of protein for my day, and a reduction in the carbs. Not so much not having carbs, but reducing the amount of pasta, reducing the amount of potatoes, bread, that kind of thing. Just keeping it all a bit lower, and but keeping it so I fill myself up as well in my meals. I'm not reducing the actual meal size too much. It's just having the right quantities, having the right amount of protein. I think she was saying it was 60 grams of 60 protein. I can't remember what the figure was she said. Anyway, we figured it all out, and we're gonna try that this week. So I'm not gonna make this a big long video. I just want to come on and tell you that's where I'm at, what's happened this week. Slim Jims, I haven't actually heard from them yet, because I'm doing this a bit earlier than normal because I've got a lot of work I need to get on with. So I'll give you an update on them next week. But so that's it this week. We're gonna go for the advice that I got from people, obviously the subscribers. A lot of you have suggested stuff about the proteins and the carbs as well, and I've always wanted to do that. So I was at the dietitian's anyway. So I thought, why not? Let's just ask her the question. So we did that. We spent a good sort of 45 minutes talking about that and discussing the best ways to go about it. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna try and do more walking this week. I said that last week. I didn't do as much this week. I mean, I did it at least one a day. My plan was to do at least 2 a day. So like maybe sort of 5 to 6, 7 kilometers a day, pretty much. But I never got that this week. I was just so busy trying to get this business of mine going. I just didn't have the time. So I'm looking at there's a window right in front of me just now. I'm just looking out of it just now. It's beautiful blue sky. It's not exactly roasting hot, but it's not cold. So I'll probably go out there for a second time. I've already been out for one, first of all. But I'll probably go out there later on in about an hour or two once I finish a bit of work I'm about to start, and we'll take it from there. So hopefully I'll do that every week. Every day, a couple of times a day, and keep this the food that we've talked about. Keep my diet as I discussed there with the proteins and the carbohydrates. If I can just keep that going all week, keep my walking going all week, and just keep going basically. I'm not trying to lose 3 or 4 pounds a week, which I was initially. Maybe I'd love it if I did lose that, and hopefully I will sometimes. But I'm kind of concentrating on, my dietitian suggested I try and do a pound a week. So I compromised and said, well, what about half a kilo a week? So that's 1.1 pounds. That's not a huge amount of difference. But yeah, that's what we've gone on. So she wants me to do 1.1 pounds a week, or half a kilo a week. So I'm convinced I'll get more than that, but that's kind of, if I've got a target, that's what my target is, and rather than give myself a higher target, which I still think as I say, I still think I can do that some days, but I'm giving myself a target, a baseline, and say this is where I'm at. This is what I'm going for. I think it'll just help me in my mental state when it comes to that, so I don't have to kind of push myself at anything, if you like. I know it makes sense in my own head anyway. Hopefully it'll work out in real time. We'll see anyway. But yeah, so I'm going to go and leave you to it. Enjoy your week. Have a good one. And I'll see you all next Tuesday. Cheers.